Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Grateful back here today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over how to start or how to set up your MyNBA. This is going to be in depth. I know I made one of these on the first day, but it was the first day and I only really did it just to get something out for y'all because I know how good the 2K23 one did. Still getting views. I don't even know how. Like, people are still watching that shit a lot. So yeah, thank y'all for that, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty basic, pretty easy. It's not really too much different. There's just a new era in this game and there's more players basically, which is fine. I mean, NBA 2K23's MyNBA didn't really have too much that was really wrong with it. Let's just be honest. It was very in depth. It was very fine. So if y'all want a longer video, I think, how long is that video? Let me go check how long that video is. But if y'all want a longer video, like going over 2K23, I mean, it's kind of just the same stuff. I mean, how long was that video? I'm about to check right now. It was 11 minutes, so this one might be a lot shorter than 11 minutes. I'm just gonna be honest, I don't think it's gonna be as long as 11 minutes, but let's just get straight into it. So MyNBA eras, MyNBA, it's the same setup as last year. Like, you start up a new one, you know, you pick the era. We're gonna go LeBron era for this video just because it's a new era, you know, in the game. The Kobe era, Jordan era, all these same thing as last year, same thing. So LeBron era, new players, all that type of stuff. We wanted LeBron era, glad they added it. To be honest, I like this era the most because I'm a huge Bulls fan. So, you know, Derrick Rose, my favorite player of all time. So I love going into these and just seeing Derrick Rose absolutely hoop. So when I'm playing these, so I'm like a casual. I'm not really trying to do these to where it's super realistic, right? If you want to, you can keep all the rules on and all that type of stuff. But through here, like, you can run a fantasy draft. You can customize league rules. You can put a custom roster in if you really want to, like one with every single player. But like, obviously some of them are gonna be 2K generic and stuff like that. Like, they don't have the rights to, like, you know, role players who didn't play, you know, that long in the NBA, didn't play like any minutes. They're not gonna go out and get the rights for those guys. So there might be some rosters out there that do have them generated in. So if y'all want that, then you can load up a custom roster. You can customize salary cap, simple settings, advanced settings. You could really just customize everything that you want to through here. Personally, when I'm doing a MyNBA, unless I want to do a fantasy draft, I don't touch any of this stuff. I don't really care about it. I don't touch it. You know, I don't go too in depth with that. I just want to, you know, do a MyNBA. I want to do a simulation. For these though, dead cap, I keep on. Stepping rule, I take off because I find a stepping rule, like, I get it, that is a real life thing. But in MyNBA especially, I find it very annoying. I don't really like it at all, honestly. So I do turn it off, and then I also turn off 30, 60, 90 so I could trade players on draft night. That's really all I do, to be honest. I leave all the rest of these on. I just take these off because, like I said, I'm not trying to keep it too realistic. So I'm not trying to do, like, you know, crazy stuff, crazy realistic stuff. But if you want to keep it realistic, keep these two on. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Role playing, this is my GM basically. If you want to basically have a my GM, you know, MyNBA save, you could turn all this stuff on. It's very simple, very easy to understand that, I guess. Like, you know, turn it on, turn it off. You don't really need to, but yeah, they don't have a huge my GM storyline like they used to in like NBA 2K18 and 2K19. Hasn't been one for a while. Won't probably be one ever again. So yeah, if y'all really want those role-playing aspects in there, you can turn all that stuff on. You can automate off-season time periods, which I highly don't recommend. Don't do this. Like, this, I don't know. I don't really think that this is worth it for anybody. You know, even with people who are just trying to play the game. I don't think this is worth it. Online, you can do an online league if you want to. Online leagues probably won't be broken until like January. It's gonna be working for a good amount of time. If y'all don't know, I'll tell y'all the reason why they break. 2K uses My League Online to test the new game, so My League Online ends up being like absolutely broken for some reason at some point in the year. So I guarantee you, because 2K are incompetent and their devs are very not on the bright side, let's say, My League Online will get broken, or my GM, my NBA Online will get broken. It will. Salary cap, hard cap, keep that on. Don't even touch that. So let's go straight into it. Like if y'all see, you know, they got the worst team in NBA history right here. They got, you know, the Bucks of Brendan Jennings. They got like my favorite team right here of all time. They got like, you know, the terrible Cavaliers, Big Three Celtics weren't traded yet. They got Lob City right here, still with Eric Gordon. They don't have Chris Paul yet. You know, they have Randolph here, Conley, Rudy Gay, Marc Gasol isn't at his peak yet. Like, you know, the really good Hawks teams, obviously the Heat, who are really good. Chris Paul is on the Hornets. He won't be there for too long, to be honest. They got the Jazz with Darren Williams, Paul Millsap, forgetful ass era. That was like right after they were like really good. The horrible Kings. This team was god awful. I remember that team. Boogie was insane. Boogie was crazy until he got hurt. The Knicks without Melo yet, so they're still kind of meh. Like this team basically is like calling for Melo. I think this my GM or my NBA is the year Melo got traded. I think he got traded at the trade deadline. Obviously Kobe's in here with Gasol and Odom. Good team. The Magic, I can't remember if they made the finals this year. I don't know because Turkoglu was in here. Yeah. Probably a couple years before this, or maybe after. I can't remember honestly. Old Dirk, I think they made the finals this year. Yeah, they did. They won it this year against LeBron. They got the Nets, who weren't. I don't really remember them too much in this era, honestly. They got Melo. Yeah, here's Melo. He's on his 1-year deal. This is the year that he left. Yeah, definitely. And then he signed with the Knicks. He was insane with the Knicks. Insane. One of the best players I've ever seen. The Pacers before Paul George, like, was the best on the team. Like, Danny Granger still the best. I think, was this might be Danny Granger, like, kind of during the injuries. I don't think that wasn't peak Danny Granger. The horrible Pistons, they were ass for, like, until now. They're still like kind of ass, but they're not that ass. The Raptors, this is before DeRozan and Lowry, you know, took over for those couple of years. This was a really forgetful Rockets team. Like I think his name is like Kevin Martin. He's like such a 2000s player. He's so forgetful. I'm sorry to Kevin Martin. The old Spurs, this team would go back to back in the finals. I think the year after this, won one, lost one, I think. Or they might have even won more, I can't remember. Old Suns. This was like, I think the year after this was probably when Steve Nash went to LA and was horrible. And then OKC, one of the best run franchises for ever. And then you got like the Timberwolves, who weren't horrible, but they're still not that good. They have Kevin Love though. This was the Big Three Trailblazers before Lillard. So yeah, Lillard's not here, so I can't even call them Big Three. This was when Brandon Roy wasn't like horrible yet. And then Monte Ellis, Steph Curry, and John Wall, and then Beal would be here eventually. So yeah, horrible 76ers, and yeah, that's basically all the teams, honestly. There's not too much new. Just want to go over all the teams for this. But yeah, if you have a general idea about my NBA, you'll know that, you know, none of this stuff is real. I mean, none of this stuff is new, my fault. It's been in the game for years, and it's been like this for a couple of years. And yeah, you can, by the way, if you do like LeBron era and Kobe era and Bird era, or Magic and Bird era, you can pick the draft classes. Like it'll just come up and say like use 2011 draft class. Like you go here, obviously there's a couple 2K generic players in there, but you go here and then like you go 1 to 10, and then you see like Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker, Klay Thompson, Jimmy Butler, Tristan Thompson. These two don't exist. You know, Valanciunas. Obviously, you're gonna get some not real guys in here, but you know, there's a lot of people in here. Like Isaiah Thomas is 25th instead of 60th. Is there any real players down here? Davis Bertans. It's really far down here. CJ Brewer. Or no, that's not Corey Brewer. I don't know. Yeah, not many real players down here. But yeah, that's basically about it for the video. Just thought I'd make a video going more in depth, showing y'all what's new. And there's not much, but showing y'all what's new with my NBA. I'm gonna keep doing 2K videos for this week, and then probably this coming weekend I will make a video on Call of Duty, because we need to switch it up and do something different, because we're running out of 2K content to post, because there's not really much to do on this game, like I said in like 2 videos ago. But yeah, it's been grateful, and I'm out. Peace.